we do yours.
I'm sorry?
I'll do my shtick before we do yours.
Oh, okay.
Let me get my stuff here. I need a. Are we on?
Make sure I didn't move you.
Thanks. Good afternoon, Kyrie. I'm not sure you can hear me. I don't know whether I should go through the spiel because we got all our regulars here. So, but for practice sake, sure. Welcome to Kyrie, where we love God, love people, and try to do some good. We're a church that meets in a bar, or in this case, on a patio today, because we're enjoying the beautiful weather. We invite you to listen in and participate in whatever way feeds your soul, and we have no agenda except a hope that you'll overhear something meaningful. And if you like what we're doing, we're here every Sunday at 5 o'clock and hope to see you again soon. To stay in the loop about our events other than Sunday afternoon, please like us on Facebook or ask me about how you can join our email list, and I can connect you with one of our pastors to help you do that. Our pastors are also available to answer your questions, or if you need pastoral care or prayer, they're available. In just a moment, we're going to have Richard Gilbert bring our tunes. Deacon Mallory will preside over our communion tonight. And yeah, you were scared because you thought I was going to, yeah, right. But we have a special treat tonight with Trent Ormsbee-Hale bringing the word. Sorry. We practice a completely open communion table at Kyrie, so if anyone out there wants to come and join us in sharing bread and wine, we invite you to do so. And for those of us joining online, we invite you to use bread and drink available to you to participate in communion as part of our community. We're very glad that you're also here with us. We have a tip jar here on the front table for Richard. Richard, do you have a Venmo or a... At R. Gilbert Music is his Venmo. So please remember our musician, and also please remember to tip our servers and thank them for serving us tonight. After our message and communion, we'll have a few announcements about upcoming events, but for now, please give it up for Richard.
It's not knowing that your door is always open and your path is free to walk. That makes me tend to leave my sleeping bag rolled up and stashed behind your couch. And it's not knowing that I'm not shackled by forgotten words and bonds, the ink stains that have dried upon some line. That keeps you in the back rows by the rivers of my memory, keeps you ever gentle on my mind. It's not clinging to the rocks and ivy planted on the columns that binds me. Or something that somebody said because they thought we fit together walking. It's just knowing that the world will not be cursing or forgiving when I walk along some railroad track and find that you're moving on the back roads by the rivers of my memory, and for hours you're just gentle on my mind. Though the wheat fields and the clotheslines and the junkyards and the highways come between us, and some other woman crying to her mother 'cause she turned when I was gone, I still might run in silence till the joy might stain my face, and the summer sun might burn me till I'm blind, but not to where I cannot see you walking on the back road by the rivers flowing gentle on my mind. I dipped my cup of soup back from the gurgling, cracking cauldron in some train yard. My beard a rough and coal pile, and a dirty hat pulled low across my face. Through cupped hands around a tin can, I pretend I hugged you to my breast and find that you're waving from the back roads by the rivers of my memory, ever smiling, ever gentle on my mind. That you're waving from the back roads by the rivers of my memory, ever smiling, ever gentle on my mind. Thank you. Love is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring. Bound by wild desire, I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. Love is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring. Bound by wild desire, I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went high. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. Taste of love is sweet when hearts like ours meet. I fell for you like a child. Oh, but the fire was wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 but the flames went high. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 but the flames went high. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire, the ring of fire, the ring of fire. stumbled out of bed. Walked into the kitchen shaking all the cobwebs from my head. Images of your silhouette standing in the doorway. All it made me want to say the words I need to say. Oh, these strange days, I have lost my way. Is it a stretch of the imagination just to hold you in my arms? Well, taking in all this information keep me safe from harm. You stand out on the window ledge, cut your final thread. Now watch as you fly away, can't shake the image from my head. Oh, these strange days, I've lost my way. Come back home, you're not alone. Whoa, 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 whoa. You're not alone. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Find a place to live, maybe somewhere off the square. We'll stick our claim, make it ours, if the price is fair. Now tirelessly I walk these streets like a wayward child, 'cause all I ever really wanted just to see your smile. Oh, these strange days, I've lost my way. Come back home, you're not alone. Whoa, 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 whoa. You're not alone. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're not alone. Baby, you're not alone. You're not alone. Thank you. When I think I got control, it'll hit me all at once. I try to let it go, but sometimes it's way too much. I'll never give up on love. Sorry, I'm going to start that one over again. When I think I got control, it'll hit me all at once. I try to let it go, but sometimes it's way too much. And I'll never give up on love. long as the world keeps on spinning. The stars keep shining up above. Never gonna let it get me down. I see lovers holding hands on the avenue side by side. I would cross the desert sand, fall in love one more time. I'll never give up on love, as long as the world keeps on spinning. The stars keep shining up above. Never gonna let it get me down. No, never gonna let it get me down. Sometimes it's hard to close my eyes. Too much world to hang on to. But I learned to realize only love can be true. I know she's somewhere out there, hiding in some great cafe. She's holding on to that feeling that I'm feeling every day. And I'll never give up on love, as long as the world keeps on spinning. Stars keep shining up above. Never gonna let it get me down. No, never gonna let it get me down. Oh, I'll never give up on love. Don't you give up on love. Thank you. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I'm not sleepy, and there is no place I'm going to. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. In the jingle jangle morning, I'll come following you. Though I know that evening's empire has returned into sand, vanished from my hand, left me blindly here to stand, but still not sleeping. My weariness amazes me, I'm branded on my feet, I have no one to meet, and the ancient empty streets too dead for dreaming. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I'm not sleepy, and there is no place I'm going to. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. In the jingle jangle morning, I'll come following you. Take me on a trip upon your magic swirl ship. My senses have been stripped, my hands can't feel the grip, my toes too numb to step, wait only for my boot heels wandering. I'm ready to go anywhere, I'm ready to fade into my own parade. Cast your dance and spell my way, I promise to go under it. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I'm not sleepy and there is no place I'm going to. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. In the jingle jangle morning, I'll come following you. Though you might hear laughing, spinning, swinging, and they cross the sun, it's not aimed at anyone, it's just escaping on the run. And before the sky there are no fences facing. And if you hear vague traces of skipping reels of rhyme to your tambourine in time, it's just a ragged clown behind. I wouldn't pay it any mind. It's just shadows you're seeing that he's chasing. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I'm not sleepy and there's no place I'm going to. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. In the jingle jangle morning, I'll come following you. In the jingle jangle morning, I'll come following you. Thank you. Standing on the corner, street lights shining down. Hope you're looking for what I already found. Yeah, high might beat away from my memory. Tell me you let your love set me free. And all you really gotta do, it's so simple, but it's true. It can only come from you. Tell me that you love me too. Clouds in the sky seem to disappear when on the phone it's your voice I hear. Feel like I'm walking on the stars. When I hear words coming from afar, all you really gotta do, it's so simple, but it's true. It can only come from you. Tell me that you love me too. Tell me you have found a way. Let go of the word that you need to say. I'll be your friend to the end of time. Keep on looking, babe, it's not that hard to find. And all you really gotta do, it's so simple, but it's true. It can only come from you. Tell me that you love me too. Tell me that you love me too. Thank you. When the fire inside burns so bright, begin. Oh. Thank you. When the fire inside burns so bright, begins to go fading, it can be hard to see the ground on which we stand. Though you may not be afraid of walking in the darkness, you will feel like a stranger in this land. You can try to carve a faith out of your own, but a broken spirit might dry out the bone. And the edges of the night may cause you sorrow. You know I may not be around this time tomorrow, but I'll always be with you. When the hope that you hold tightly to is all but vanished, and there are no words of comfort to be found, you will know what it means to be lost and without love. May you fight to kill that deafening sound. But our holy dreams of yesterday are gone. They still haunt us like the ghosts of Babylon. And the breaking of the day might bring you sorrow, I may not be around this time tomorrow, but I'll always be with you. I'll always be with you. Try to carve a faith out of your own, but a broken spirit may dry out the bone, and the edges of the night may cause you sorrow. You know, I may not be around this time tomorrow, but our holy dreams of yesterday are gone. They still haunt us like the ghosts of Babylon. The breaking of the day might bring you sorrow. You know, I may not be around this time tomorrow, but I'll always be with you. Yeah, I'll always be with you. I'll always be with you. Thank you. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. 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 Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. When the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there will be an answer, let it be. For they may be parted, there is still a chance that they might see. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be. Let it be. There'll be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. When the night is cloudy, there is still this light that shines on me. Shine on till tomorrow, let it be. I wake up to the sound of music. Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom. Let it be. 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 There will be an answer. Let it be. 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 Whisper words of wisdom. Let it be. Thank you.
Hey, Kyrie. Hi. We do have a guest preacher tonight. First of all, let's thank Richard Gilbert for his lovely music. Happy Mother's Day to those mothers out there. And gosh, it's a beautiful day. But since Trent is a guest for us tonight, I'm going to read his bio real quick. This is Trent Ormsbee-Hale. He's being ordained in like 2 weeks. Yeah, so we're really excited for him. But he just completed his internship at St. Matthew's Lutheran on the south side of Fort Worth and also at Messiah Lutheran in Weatherford. So he did like both somehow. And he's a student at the Lutheran School of Theology at Chicago and a candidate for pastoral ministry with the North Texas Northern Louisiana Synod. Before seminary, Trent worked in nonprofit administration and user-centered design. Most recently, he served with Catholic Charities of Fort Worth. He was raised Roman Catholic, and Trent was active in the life of the church at a young age, feeling a call to ministry at a young age as well. After high school, Trent spent 2 transformative years as a member of the Franciscan Friars, a Catholic religious order. And it's a long, winding story that he'd be happy to share with you another time over beer or coffee. Or tonight. I don't know how much time you have tonight, Trent. Trent eventually found his way to the Evangelical Lutheran Church in America and back to seminary and ministry. And because of his own journey, he brings to ministry a deep appreciation for ecumenism and helping others explore new spiritual practices, especially contemplative practices. Trent and his husband, Anthony, who's also here, have been married for 6 years, and they have 2 beagles named Beauregard and Hildegard. So cute. Together, they enjoy hiking and working in their garden. Trent also enjoys and loves to talk about environmental justice, cooking, yoga, reality TV, and the simple joys of sharing stories. Me too, Trent. Can we give a warm welcome to Trent Ormsbee-Hale?
Thank you all for having me out again. So I'm always trying to figure out at what point will I be able to say something that I'll not get invited back, but we have not hit that point yet. So this evening, for our scripture reading and story, I have for us today's reading from the Acts of the Apostles, which is in chapter 9, starting in verse 36. And it says, there was a believer in Joppa named Tabitha, which in Greek is Dorcas. She was always doing kind things for others and helping the poor. About this time, she became ill and she died. Her body was washed for burial and laid in an upstairs room. But the believers had heard that Peter was nearby at Lydda. So they sent 2 men to beg him, "Please come as soon as possible." So Peter returned with them, and as soon as he arrived, they took him to the upstairs room. The room was filled with widows who were weeping and showing him the coats and the other clothes that Dorcas had made for them. But Peter asked them all to leave the room. Then he knelt and prayed. Turning to the body, he said, "Get up, Tabitha." And she opened her eyes. When she saw Peter, she sat up. He gave her his hand and helped her up. Then he called in the widows and all the believers, and he presented her to them alive. The news spread through the whole town, and many believed in the Lord, and Peter stayed a long time in Joppa, living with Simon, a tanner of hides. Seeing as how today is Mother's Day, I thought I would start with a story about a Mother's Day gift that didn't quite go as it thought it would, or didn't quite go as planned. So my grandmother, she was stationed with my grandfather, who was in the military, stationed in Western Germany. And while she was there, she bought a whole set of Dresden china. Does anyone know what this is? Apparently that means something to people. Usually it doesn't mean anything to people of like my age, but you know, people of an older age kind of know what that means. I'm just making sure so you know who you are, you know, now you know. Yeah, there you go. So she bought a whole thing of Dresden, and it really is beautiful. It's this, you know, white porcelain set with its, you know, it's got everything. It's got the plates and the saucers and the dessert plates and the teapot and all, you know, even the big soup pot that has a fancy name apparently too that I didn't know. All right, there you go. Whatever that is. Okay. And the pattern is it's this beautiful white porcelain, and on the outside is this gilded gold edges and like hand-painted roses. And so she was in love with this china. And since they were in the military, she traveled all around the world with it. So I don't know how many times this set of china crossed the Atlantic Ocean, but it did. And she would pack it up meticulously every time. Well, eventually, she gave this set to my father and my mother, and they never really did anything with it. They did what probably most of us kind of do with china, which is you put it in the hutch and it sits there in the china hutch, you know, maybe a few pieces, but then the rest of it just goes in the attic and there it stays. So my mother, my grandmother's daughter-in-law, my mother, decided one year that she wanted to do something special for my grandmother's Mother's Day present. And my mother had met this jeweler, and this jeweler would take heirloom china and then take the pattern and take those little patterns and pieces of porcelain and set them into jewelry pieces, earrings and rings and necklaces. And so my mother thought, well, this would be so special to my grandmother. She never gets to use this china. She never gets to see it. And so what if I got her a ring made with this china? And it was gorgeous. It was beautiful. So this jeweler took just one of the little roses and carefully broke just a saucer. We just sacrificed one little saucer and had that little rose cut out and put into like a silver setting for a ring. And so we were all excited because we thought she's going to love this. This is the best idea ever. And she opened it up that day on Mother's Day, and she looked at it, and immediately she knew what it was. She says, "Is this my china?" And you could tell almost immediately, she politely said, "Oh, thank you, this is wonderful." But you could tell she was not happy. She did not like this. She said, "But so where did this come from?" And we said, "Oh, well, it's just one of the saucers." She goes, "You broke one of the saucers for this?" So we discovered that was not what she wanted to happen with this heirloom piece. It wasn't until some years later that I think I understood what was important to her about this china set. So when Anthony and I first bought our house out in Weatherford, she then came to me and she said, "You know, the china is still in your father's attic. I want you and Anthony to have it, but only if you promise to use it." She said, "I don't care if it gets broken, And see, all this time, I thought she was just mad because her saucer was broken. But she said, no, I don't care if it gets broken. I don't care if the pattern gets worn off. She goes, I just want you to use it. Don't let it sit up somewhere and not get used. So I took her seriously, and we then packed all of that back up with still the newspaper from like 1960s, 1970s. You kind of have like every decade of newspaper represented, wrapped up into these plates, brought it to Weatherford. In fact, we even put it in the car, with nothing else. I had its own little vehicle that traveled itself up to Weatherford. And then Anthea and I kind of made a commitment to ourselves that we would do what she asked. And so, we're not always perfect about it, but we do still have it displayed a few places in the house, but more or less we use it. We use it on holidays. We, of course, use it when my grandmother's in town, and she loves that. And then we also have started using it just on Sundays of not for very fancy meals, but just to have people over. And every time people come over, I can see the look of horror on their face because they think, oh gosh, I'm going to break this china. And then I have to explain to them. I said, my grandmother has given us this china. And she said, I do not care if it's broken. I do not care if it gets messed up. I just want you to use it. I said, so I know that this is not a fancy meal. You don't have to mind your manners. You don't have to worry about breaking it. You just need to use it. And we would even take pictures almost every time and send to her. So what I realized is that we just thought she wanted, some sort of sentimentality about this china, and that wasn't quite it. She wanted it to have some sort of life to it. She wanted it to be used. She wanted it to have a sort of a second wind, because that's why she liked it in the first place, was that it was something that she was able to use with her 4 boys when they were in Western Germany or in Miami or in El Paso. It didn't matter. They were going to eat their meals, no matter how meager or how fancy, off of these plates. And so I tell this story because I'm thinking a little bit about this story that I read to you from Acts, where it tells about this woman, Tabitha. And Tabitha has died, and there are sort of heirlooms of sorts that people are bringing out to show Peter. So Tabitha, it says, was a woman who lived in Joppa. She was one of the believers. And when Peter goes to see the community, because Tabitha has died, it says that all of these widows started gathering around Peter and showing Peter the clothes that Tabitha had sewn together, the garments, the coats. And why were they showing them? I mean, what was the importance? Was it just sort of oh, look at this, isn't this beautiful? I don't actually think that probably Tabitha made very beautiful clothing. I think there was probably very practical clothing. But what I see in it is a sort of a second wind, a second chance at life, a sort of a new life, a sort of type of resurrection, something very similar to what I see even when we use the china that now my grandmother tells us we don't have to worry about being broken. So I think there's more significance than just these clothes being beautiful. I think there's significance to the women that are clothed in them. And so I say that for a couple reasons. One is that the widows, that might not mean much to us today, but the widows in the ancient Near East, in places like Greece, in the time that the Bible was written, in Jerusalem and Judea where Jesus would have lived, these would have been fairly vulnerable people. People that would have been really easy to forget, to just sort of shelve and put away out of our minds and not really care about. So the fact that they were clothed with new clothes, stitched by one of the believers, by Tabitha, was not just, look at these pretty clothes, look at this new dress that I have, but it was about, look at this new life that I have. That without the work of Tabitha, without that resurrecting work of Tabitha, these women would still just sort of be dead to the world, put away, put up in the attic, shelved away, forgotten. But these clothes represented something more. They represented new life. They represented a type of resurrection. They represented being brought down from the attic, being dusted off, being brought back into the community, being a part of the community, being stitched back together. Clothes had a lot more significance than just decoration. I mean, maybe we think about it as just decoration because, well, we can, buy new clothes whenever we want, and so we get to just get stuff that we like and stuff that we enjoy, but clothes in the world of the Bible would have had so much more significance. So it's not even just this historical fact. I mean, even when we look at the writings of Paul the Apostle, he talks about clothes often as a metaphor for dignity. So Paul, in the letter to the Galatians, says, when you are baptized and when you become a believer, when you become, one with Christ Jesus, you put on the clothes of Christ. And it is for that reason that there is neither Jew nor Greek, male nor female, slave nor free. We are all one, dressed in the clothes of Christ. That this metaphor, this symbol of clothing meant that you were now brought back into a community and you are now all shared in a common humanity, a common Christian community. Paul also talks about clothes in the Corinthians in a way that I really like, where he's talking about we are all parts of the body. We're all different members of the body. And he says, the members that are less dignified, so, what does that mean? Use your imagination. So, I always want to write a book one day about Paul called Paul's Undignified Member. Anyway, so he's talking about the undignified parts of our bodies we clothe, and that's to bring them equal dignity. So clothes bring this sort of equality in Paul's mind. And I would say that probably this was true in a lot of the ancient world, that clothes brought a sort of equality, a sort of community, a sort of unity, a dignity that if you didn't have it before, just putting on a garment might bring that dignity. So this is all to say, did Peter really care about women's fashion of Joppa? No, he didn't. They're not showing this for no reason or for some silly reason or just for show or just for looks, but to show this, that they were people that had no dignity. They were people that were forgotten. They were people that were cast aside from the community. And look at what Tabitha has done for us just by giving us some clothing. So this story in Joppa is supposed to be a story about resurrection. That's why we read it in sort of this Easter season. And it might be the obvious thing to say, well, resurrection occurs because Peter shows up, right? Because, nothing can happen until the man shows up, and then the man comes in, and he raises this poor woman from death. And I would say that is a very surface-level reading of this story. I would make the claim that resurrection was already occurring before Peter got there. And that, in fact, the more powerful resurrection is precisely what was happening before Peter got there. The resurrection of these widows from the margins of society, from the forgotten places of the community, back into the center of this community. That by the simple act of making them clothes and giving them clothes, Tabitha was resurrecting these widows, was giving them a new life, a second chance, new dignity that they otherwise wouldn't have. And that's an important lesson for us to remember, because in our Christian way of speaking, resurrection can sometimes become something that is a little bit like a beautiful idea that we like to just display in a china hutch. Or, even better, that we like to wear around our neck. But resurrection is not a beautiful idea. It's not a beautiful plate. It's not a beautiful necklace. It's not a beautiful ring that we can just store and we can say, oh, look how lovely. We also have the temptation that resurrection is a one-time event, a spectacular event, a miraculous event, and also an event that is only vertical. It's us and God raising us. But Tabitha's story tells us all of those things, that maybe there's another way of seeing it. That resurrection might be an ongoing event, might be a fairly mundane event. That resurrection can be as ongoing and as mundane as Tabitha stitching together clothes for the widows. And that resurrection might not just be about new life vertically, but new life horizontally. That it is about bringing this community back together into a new life together. Of taking the forgotten pieces of our china set, the forgotten pieces, the dusty pieces of our society, and sort of knitting them back into life, into full dignity. And so Tabitha's story, I think, asks us to think of resurrection a little bit bigger. to think of resurrection a little bit broader, to think of resurrection even a little subtler than what we maybe are used to. And again, I don't know why I'm obsessed with Paul today, but, I'll say this is not just me making this opinion off of this story of Tabitha. Whenever you read Paul's letters and he's talking about resurrection, I would say he's almost always talking about this thing. Because, even again in Corinthians, he says, when you have died with Christ, you are rising with Christ. And he says, therefore, you are a new creation. And then he goes on to tell the Corinthians, therefore, all of you are new creations, and you will not be able to judge one another on what you did previously, or whether you were rich or whether you were poor. So I think for Paul, it was always very clear, and for the early church, always very clear, that resurrection had horizontal implications. That if we have been clothed with new creation, if we've been clothed in Christ, then that means that our horizontal relationships change. That anyone who has been sort of set aside now has a new seat at the table. So, my good news for you is this, is that if you keep resurrection in the attic or on display and nothing more, you will find you're not going to enjoy it very much, right? There is this one truth about Christianity that, I'll give you and say, well, yeah, great, you're going to be able to enjoy that resurrection promise at your death. Is that really all that Christ came to do, is just save us from this moment of terror at death? I guess I would hope not. I would say if that is the case, I would not be doing this. That to me is a really weak religion. But a religion that says that this resurrection power is accessible and is present to you in every moment, now we're talking about something. I mean, this is the same thing with my grandmother's china. She wanted to see it used. She wanted to see it used in her lifetime. They call that warm-handed giving, right? Don't wait to give the things that you care about to your loved ones in your will. It's like, give it to them now. And give them the explicit command that my grandmother gave, which is, I'm giving this to you for a reason, so that you may use it. And I guess really I'm just coming back to a very simple thing, which is, I think this is what Jesus is telling us about his resurrected life in our lives. I'm doing this for you to use it, not for you to store it away on a rainy day, not for you to store it away so that you can dust it off and crack it open out of the box when you're on a hospital bed. Don't wait until that moment. Use it now. And more important, use it with the people you love. This is what I love about this image of the china set, is because there really is no way to use it to its fullest without other people. That just like an old heirloom china set, resurrection is something that when it is used at its best, is used to bring people to a dinner table. And we don't have to worry about breaking it. We don't have to worry about wearing it down. Jesus has given us this heirloom of resurrection with this command and this promise. Use it. It can be used. It should be used. And when it is used, it'll bring people to the table who haven't been invited yet. Amen.
Thank you, Trent. That was amazing. And of course, one thing that we want to do here at Kyrie is have the table open to people who might not be invited a lot of places. So we hope if you feel so called that you'll come up and join us for communion. I'll hand you a wafer, or you can grab a wafer, and then you can dip it into the wine if you'd like, or you don't have to. So we hope you'll join us. The Lord Jesus, on the night in which he was betrayed, took bread, and after he had given thanks, he broke it and said, "This is my body, which is for you. Take this in remembrance of me." In the same way, he also took the cup after supper, saying, "This cup is the new covenant of my blood. As often as you drink it, do this in remembrance of me." And now I'd like to invite us to pray as Jesus taught us. It's on your table tents if you need it. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. All is ready. All are welcome. The body and blood of our Lord Jesus bless you and keep you in his grace. And now I think someone's going to give announcements. Is that you? Melanie? Kristen? Anybody? Okay. Someone is coming up to give announcements. Just give us a sec.
I'm pulling up my notes so I don't forget anything. Just a couple of things this week. Our book study with Deacon Mallory continues this Tuesday. It's pretty easy to jump into, so even if you haven't come the last couple weeks, please do come if you want to come. Tuesday at 7, it's based on a book, but you're not required to read the book. It's nice and thick, and Deacon Mallory read it for us. So yes, but it's by Cynthia Rigby, and it's about kind of how Christian doctrine can apply in modern ways, or whether it does. So it's been great conversation. We are on the opposite patio at 7 every Tuesday this month, and we also have a little bit of fellowship starting at 6:15. So if you want to come a little early and just hang out, you're welcome to do that. We're calling it Kyrie on tap. So that's at 6:15. Unbooked study is at 7. We moved our leadership meeting to next Sunday because today was Mother's Day. So next Sunday at 3:30 is our leadership meeting. It is open to anyone who feels like they want to come check out what's going on or wants to get more involved. We hope that you'll come to the leadership meeting. We usually meet just by the bar at 3:30. So that'll be next Sunday. I think that's all for now. Thank you to Travis, who took us hiking yesterday. Yes, it turned out to be a nice day. We weren't sure about the mud and all that, but it turned out okay. Yeah, okay. Excellent. I didn't make it out, but my kids went and had a great time. Again, we are Kyrie Pub Church. If you're not on our email list and you want to be, come and talk to me and I'll get you on there. Otherwise, we'll see you back here next Sunday at 5. The peace of the Lord be with you always. Share a sign of peace. Say hi to a friend or someone you don't know. We're going to bring back Richard Gilbert, and the tip jar is just for him. Yes, we can give a round of applause to Richard. The tip jar is for him. Please remember to tip your servers as well as you can too. And Richard, do you have a Venmo? Okay, would you like to tell us?
Yeah, R. Gilbert Music.
Okay. R. Gilbert Music is his Venmo if you'd like to tip him that way. All right. Take it away, Richard.
Wow. That blew out my hearing aids. Something you need to know. Never really wanted to let it go. It was never meant to be. No, we can try again. Just open up and let me in. I am the lock, you are the key. Seems like it's been forever, standing in this stormy weather. All those times I crossed the line. There's always second chances, starry nights and moonlight dances. Give me one more chance to shine, one more time. Bits and pieces of this dream, wondering what it's supposed to mean. Like a whisper in my ear, I keep looking for the time we lost. Came at such a heavy cost. Tell me you're still near. Seems like it's been forever, standing in this stormy weather. All those times I crossed the line. There's always second chances, starry nights and moonlight dances. Give me one more chance to shine, one more time. One more time. Little things I try to remember, feeling like it's late December, leaves scattered all around. Telling me it's okay, not another price to pay. Both on solid ground. Seems like it's been forever, standing in this stormy weather. All those times I crossed the line. There's always second chances, starry nights and moonlight dances. Give me one more chance to shine, one more time. One Thank you. He's dancing on this old highway, teasing time for one more day. Standing between the road and the midnight sky, I'm wondering if my dreams will fly. We take a moment to realize all the love we hold in our lives. It seems like we'd rather give it all away than to hold on to it just one more day. Take me back across the sea, lay me down in those fields of green. Life keeps passing frame by frame, so find your mark and take good aim. We take a moment to realize all the love we hold in our lives. It seems like we'd rather give it all away than to hold on to it just one more day. When you got nothing left to give, you gotta give a little more. And when you think you lived all you can live, there's always one more door. There's a time for living, time to change your mind. Time for giving, time to cross that line. One last look, I'll be on my way. Gonna save my worries for another day. We take a moment to realize all the love we hold in our lives. Seems like we'd rather give it all away than to hold on to it just one more day. One more day. All the love we hold in our lives. Just take a moment to realize gotta hold on one more day. One more day. One more day. Thank you. all my bags are packed, ready to go. I'm standing here outside your door. Hate to wake you up, say goodbye. Dawn is breaking, it's early morn. The taxi's waiting, he's blowing his horn. Already I'm so lonesome I could die. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Babe, I hate to go. Many times I let you down. Many times I played around. I tell you now, they don't mean a thing. Place I go, I'll think of you. Every song I sing, I'll sing for you. When I come back, I'll bring your wedding ring. Kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Babe, I hate to go. Now the time has come to leave you. One more time, let me kiss you. And close your eyes, I'll be on my way. Dream about the days to come. I won't have to leave alone. About the times I won't have to say. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Babe, I hate to go. I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Babe, I hate to go. Thank you. Time is wasting, hearts are breaking, coming apart at the seams. Love's the answer, tiny dancers, wake up from your dream. Oh, this life we travel on. To that light we are drawn. Take my hand, girl. Such a strange world. Let's search for love. Better hurry. Lines are blurry when push comes to shove. this life we travel on. Oh, to that light we are drawn. Oh, 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 it's just a dream. Oh, 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 it's just a dream. Life is fading, there is no waiting, the time is now. Love is fleeting, so it's worth repeating, the time is now. Oh, this life we travel on. Oh, to that light we are drawn. Take my hand, girl, it's such a strange world. Let's search for love. Take my hand, girl, it's such a strange world. Let's search for love. For love, let's search for love, for love. For love. Let's search for love. Thank you. Thank you. So you think you're someone special, though your time on earth is short, and though it's not official, I expect a full report. Take up your arms and blow your horn. Grab your scepter and your crown. One person dying, one person born. Turn that frown upside down. Tell me all your story. Line them neatly in a row. And with eyes like Peter Lorre, never be the status quo. Take up your arms and blow your horn. Grab your scepter and your crown. One person dying, one person born. Turn that frown upside down. The strap came off. Hi, Matt. We're not there yet. I like to think it all has meaning. Years and years of endless words that my life's not careening into conversations overheard. Take up your arms and blow your horn. Grab your scepter and your crown. One person dying, one person born. Turn that frown upside down. One person dying, one person born. Turn that frown upside down. Thank you. Moon River, wider than a mile, crossing you in style someday. Oh, dream maker, you heartbreaker. Wherever you're going, I'm going your way. Two drifters off to see the world. There's such a lot of world to see. We're both looking for the same rainbows in, waiting round the bend, my huckleberry friend. The Moon River and me, two drifters off to see the world. There's such a lot of world to see. Both looking for the same rainbows in, waiting round the bend, my huckleberry friend. Moon River and me. See the pyramids along the Nile. Watch the sunrise from a tropic isle. Just remember, darling, all the while you belong to me. See the marketplace in old Algiers. Send me photographs and souvenirs. Just remember, when a dream appears, you belong to me. And I'll be so alone without you. Maybe you'll be lonesome too, and blue. Fly the ocean in a silver plane. See the jungle when it's wet with rain. Just remember, till you're home again, you belong to me. So alone without you. Maybe you'll be lonesome too, and blue. Fly the ocean in a silver plane. See the jungle when it's wet with rain. Just remember, till you're home again, you belong to me. Just remember, till you're home again, you belong to me. Thank you.